Good evening, everybody, once again, and welcome to another 1v1 showcase between, this one's a big one, guys. This one is for maybe even the 18 car in Xfinity, and it is between VibinMarnzzz88YT and Bronkuss up here in the booth with me to break down all the action. I have always Joker. Don't know how vocal he'll be. Usually he isn't very vocal. And, well, we did have Miss Hopes, but he left. But Joker, do you have any insight onto what tracks they might be picking?
I actually don't. I think Bronkuss just said in the Discord that it would be Vegas, Phoenix, and the Glen. So we'll see if that comes to fruition.
Yeah, definitely. Vegas, we've seen that one. It's very popular among everybody in Hennessy for 1v1s, mostly because it's a very good multi-grooved racetrack. And I don't know if they'll be using Xfinity cars or if they'll be using Cup cars, but I imagine they'll be using Cup cars because that's where it usually goes. Right now we're just trying to get things cleared up in the Discord, and we are waiting for invites.
Oh, 6 people watching.
Yeah, this is a big one. I mean, this has been a beef since the exhibition earlier tonight, and it definitely hasn't simmered down at all through the through the Discord. And for something as big as, it might not be exactly for the 18 car, but it could very well be for, it kind of gives you a name, really, this 1v1. If you can beat the guy that you claim to be better than, definitely the owners look for that.
Well, it looks like one of us have invites because they're all saying to each other that they need invites.
Okay. Well,
so I guess I'll have to make it or something because clearly if they're all saying I need an invite.
yeah. You set it up. You know how to do it. We'll let you be the king headpin for that one because I truly wouldn't know how to get that done because technically I have to be outside of the lobby to start so I can get the broadcast view for everybody.
Okay.
But the rumor is the tracks that are going to be picked, this is not how it's done, but Bronkuss says Vegas, Phoenix, and the Glen. That's a pretty good variety of racetracks right there. I'm interested to see if Vibin will agree with those.
Apparently Kluka's racing too. I don't know what he has to do.
Don't know what that's about, but it is what it is. We'll let him. Hopefully he doesn't interfere with the battles. But yeah, I'm not quite sure what he's doing. Another thing to mention, Vibin and Bronkuss have yet to compete in a 1v1 environment, so this is their first, looking to take their first ever match. Both of them are.
So I actually have that guy blocked, the Vibin guy, because I figured out his PSN.
That's really tough.
Time ago, so I have to unblock him and send him an invite, unless you can.
Yikes. I can't send him an invite because I'm not in the lobby.
I sent you an invite.
Okay, well, I'm going to wait until we have the go-ahead to join, but we do have the invites out.
Join so I can... this.
You want me to invite him?
The Vibin's guy, because I...
Oh my gosh. If you didn't hear that, Joker has a lot of people blocked, and one of our competitors happens to be one of the people blocked. So we'll go ahead and get that done right quick. It has to be done on my wheel, so I'm going to have to lean over here. What's the guy's name? VibinMarnzzz. Oh my goodness. Okay. Did you stop the timer? You got him? All right. Then I'm going to hop out. We should only be, probably 1 minute, 2 minutes out from the first race. Might be Las Vegas.
So do I back out of this and hope they invite me back, or do I just stay in this?
I think maybe you just do the coasting around at 20 miles per hour thing. That might just be easier. Or just, keep up behind them.
Yeah, but one of them starts second and one starts third, so.
True. You do it how you want to. I have a bunch of invites, so.
No one's telling me what track, so this is good comms, good comms, good comms.
Just tell me when I can join, is what I'm asking.
Thank you.
Truly not sure what's happening.
Vegas, thank you. Words aren't that difficult.
Oh man, I imagine that exhibition race has got everybody pretty upset.
Okay, so I'm gonna back out.
Everybody's on edge because of it.
And then Jim, when you join, invite me.
All right, I can do that. Just let me know when I can, or they have to let me when I can join.
It should be about 20 seconds, so.
When can I join at... I'm going to ask Bronkuss. I feel like he's more trustworthy in this conversation, so we'll see.
I think you can join now.
It's loading now. Alright, we are going to join. We're going to do this right quick. We don't want to miss any of the action. But we are going to also invite Joker. Alright. Dalator is also hanging around in this little thing. So, let's get it. Let's get it on for race 1 here of the 1v1 showcase between VibinMarnzzz and Bronkuss for maybe the 18 car in the Xfinity Series. We load in, we'll probably catch them on the back stretch, maybe finishing the first lap. I guess I have no idea how many laps. How many laps did it say was, it's 8? Okay. So right now Bronkuss with a little bit of a lead. I guess he was the one who luckily was starting first. Joined in first, so interesting car choice.
What in the world?
Oh wow, 48's gonna move the 13 out of the groove, and they're gonna collide. They are into each other on the front stretch, and I'm not quite sure what I just witnessed there. They both went down to about 150 on the front stretch. It looks like Bronkuss is actually going to take the worst out of that as he drops back about 6 car lengths behind the 48's bumper. This right here should be the start of lap 3. 3 out of 8. And right now it's looking really good for VibinMarnzzz, who's still kind of stretching out that lead over the 13. After a little bit of drama there on literally the first lap as they were door to door into each other. Can't do that in real NASCAR, but on NASCAR Heat 5, that is pretty harmless.
Yeah, a lot of being and banging here early. So I bet there's going to be a lot of work said into this work.
Yeah, for sure. And again, just looks like a 48 slowly creeping away. If he can avoid the apron and avoid, I mean, losing a ton of time, it looks like he has this one well in hand. As we are about to cross halfway into race 1. The 48 really is looking like a Hendrick car right now. He is on rails. Haven't really heard much about VibinMarnzzz. I didn't know where his strengths lied, but I'm imagining one of them has to be at these 1.5 milers, as he is still gapping that 13 behind him.
I want to charge my phone. Yeah, gas grown to about, what is that, like a second? It looks like a second.
Yeah, it's about a second, I would say. That 48. I mean, if you're the 13, you gotta be starting to think, where do the weaknesses lie in Vibin? Do you take it to a short track? Do you take it to a road course? Where do you think you can beat him? Because, I mean, Las Vegas obviously is not going to be the place. I think that was 2 laps to go. It's either 2 or 3 laps to go. Not 100% on that. We do not have a stream up, so there's no way to really tell. I think Daltor was in this, but he might have backed out. As they should cross, that should be the white flag for race 1 here at Vegas. 48 with a commanding lead over Bronkuss.
He's running the outside. Nothing the 13 can do. Round 1. Once the 48 got by, it was a pretty smooth sailing from there.
Yep, after a little contact on lap 1, 48 kind of just sailed away. And if that's it, I believe he wins. Does a nice little burnout. He will win race 1. And Bronkuss has a little work to do.
Next track is, I believe it's Phoenix, right?
Well, that is classified as a short track, I believe. So
Vegas, Phoenix, and the Glen. Yes.
Interesting. Well, we're going to hop out here. We'll see who has the fastest lap when we join back after. But, Joker, that was looking really good for the 48. I mean, you have to be thinking that he's feeling pretty confident after race 1 there.
Yeah, I mean, it's first to 3, so getting that win, I think the second win means more than the third win, honestly. Like, in a situation like this, when it's a first to 3, because you're one step closer and you have more leeway to make a mistake, you know? So, I think Vibin has the advantage here. He was a 10th faster than him in the lap times anyway, so we'll see if he can, or Bronkuss can rebound at Phoenix.
Yeah, and he will need to rebound. You do not want to fall into the you do not want to fall into that hole of going 2 down and looking up. You kind of want to equal out everything, and you want to equal up the series so you have a better shot going into race 3. Maybe build a little momentum if you're Bronkuss, but definitely wasn't on his side at Las Vegas. So they should be changing the track now. They have to just tell us when we can join.
Jim, you have about 6 invites, right?
Let me check. I have one more, or 10 minutes ago, yeah, I have one more after this. So I'm going to need you after I send you an invite. Yeah. We can join?
I don't know.
I haven't heard anything. That's the one thing that is difficult about this is... Yep, I see it. The one thing that is difficult about this is setting them up. NASCAR Heat 5 does not have a good system for this, unfortunately. So I'm going to send you an invite. Actually, I'm going to send you a couple invites, Joker. Yep. All right, there's 3. For race number 2, they've picked, it used to be called ISM, used to be called Phoenix Raceway. Now it's went back to Phoenix Raceway, so
really good race
should
here.
Be a good one.
I want to point out. Sorry to cut you off. Really good race here in the track series. When they went there, Kluka got the win there.
This track is sneakily, I mean, there's definitely multiple grooves. And in Cup cars, I mean, that's kind of exemplified by, if you watch any of the Hennessy Performance League races at the Cups. And the 48, he's going to have some work to do. That was something to see on lap 1.
So I don't know what happened. I was loading in, but I'll have to look back on the stream.
Yeah, it looks almost identical to the Las Vegas thing, and that's, I mean, unless that 48 can really run down Bronkuss, Bronkuss has a healthy lead. Going into turn 1, you could definitely see that Vibin really able to diamond the corner. He's going to get a nice run off of 2. Yeah, I don't think this one's over yet. Las Vegas, it seemed like Vibin was able to run away, but Bronkuss not really able to do that here at Phoenix. On board with Vibin right here in the number 48 Ally Chevrolet Camaro. I don't know if he's an Alex Bowman fan or a Jimmy Johnson fan, or if he just likes the car. But it's not a bad paint scheme.
On the brakes, you can just see it in 3. Really braver on the brakes, able to rotate through the center.
Braver on the brakes, and you saw right there, he cut down the dog leg. 13 didn't do that. I mean, usually you're not cutting the dog leg to save tires, but in a 4% race or a 3% race that they're doing, tires don't mean a thing. So that 13 needs to be using up every inch of real estate on this racetrack right now.
I saw DP, look at how much he gained on him on the brakes in 3 and 4.
Yeah, 48. Yeah, Vibin has a much better line in my opinion, and he drives in there deep. And we'll have to see if he gets him back for lap 1. Oh, he's got a huge run.
He's going to put him in the
13. 13 uses a little bit of that NASCAR Heat 5 physics right there to push the 48 into the inside wall. Right now, defends his lead. Now 48 has a huge run. Oh, he's going to wreck him.
There it is.
And 48 is going to smash the wall in turns 1 and 2, and that's going to do it here for race 2. Bronkuss with a little bit of a trivial move there, and it's going to get him a win here. You have to let us know how you feel about that, viewers. To me, that's a dirty move, but you guys saw Las Vegas as well. They were beating and banging, so no love lost. Bronkuss.
Yeah,
it does not look like he's getting a lot of positive reception in the Discord, but you got to see it out. You got to see this 1v1 out. And vibing right now, kind of just vibing back there, waiting for the next race. Watkins Glen, it's going to be hard to wreck people. So I'm interested to see how that one will go.
Yeah, well, I will not stand for this, and I will not be watching this from now on. And I will thank you guys for your time, but I have better things to do than watch a public lobby breakfast.
Dang. Well, we're going to see it through. We are going to stay here on the stream. Bronkuss wins race 2 at Phoenix. Ties up the series. It's now 1-1.
I don't think it's tying up the series. I wouldn't call that. I'd call that advantage 48 because it was a clear takeout.
Oh well.
And no other 1v1 that you've streamed or we've seen has ever come down to something like that. But
Yeah, they are not happy in the Discord. A lot of people up in arms about that one. But Watkins Glen, we're only going to do best of 3 here, guys. I don't think we're going to do win 3, but best of 3. We're going to do that. And we found a good selection of racetracks: Phoenix, Las Vegas, and a road course in Watkins Glen. How appropriate it is that we decide this one at a road course where this league kind of shines.
yeah. Almost 2/10 faster than the field. Let's back out before we get kicked.
Yep, gonna hop out here. Does not sound like team owner R. Bales for Joe Gibbs Racing, Hattori Racing, and Kyle Busch Motorsports. It does not sound like he's too fond of the move that 13 made. And he sounds like he's kind of taking that ride off the board. It never. I guess I should preface that it really never was on the board. It was just kind of a high stakes thing. But in reality, it's more about the about how you race each other and putting on a show for the front office to see, if you want to get picked up. And right now, Vibin, I would say he's not putting on a bad show. He's drive pretty clean so far. But maybe Vegas was a little different, and he shoved Bronkuss off the racetrack. But it definitely wasn't a takeout like we saw at Phoenix.
Can we join?
I'm going to ask.
Oh, we can join.
Loading in. All right, here we go. This one to decide it is going to be looked back on by the front office. They're going to decide if this one counts, or the last race counts for Bronkuss. But
well, I think that, sorry to cut you off, I think that no matter what the outcome is, the decision is still the same.
Oh yeah.
I think Vibin keeps his seat no matter what, and we move on.
Killer in the Discord saying that.
If he wins, then
Yeah, well, we'll have to see. I mean, he could still put on a good show here. Bronkuss might be a road course ringer, and maybe he'll do it cleanly. If he does it cleanly, it's going to turn some heads in the league. But here we are for race 3, the deciding one, and both of them in the wall. 13's going to get past Vibin to the lead through the S's.
I expect a full send here.
Oh, man, on our screen, we just saw 48 hit the entry wall.
13 loose.
Oh, he's off track. This one's going to hurt. He's going to try to diamond it back and gain some time on exit, but 48, about a second ahead, just like he was at Vegas. Maybe a little more. Down here into turn 6. Nice on the brakes for Vibin. Into the final corner, turn 7. Want a good launch off of this one. Remember, it carries all the momentum on the front stretch. He hits the wall a little bit, but didn't look like 13 had a good turn 7. There are 3 laps. Yeah, is it 3 or 4? 3. Okay.
2 to go.
It's 2 laps to go. 48, nice through turn 1. Bronkuss a little wide, and I think he's gone. That's gonna do it. VibinMarnzzz is going to take this one off of, I guess, a DQ, a quit, but nevertheless, impressive showing from VibinMarnzzz. A guy that you had blocked, I mean, he seemed, to me, he seemed pretty clean, Joker.
Well, it's probably a public lobby thing.
Yeah.
I believe he is about 10 or 11, so.
Well, he's putting on a show for our viewers right now. Really hasn't made a lot of mistakes. He hit the wall a little bit here in turn 7. See if he can fix that. Yep, done hit it there. Imagine he's running 108s. This is the final lap for him. 13 already lagged out. All he has to do is bring it home. Up through the S's. I know that Joker's happy about seeing this 48 out front because he's a big fan of Hendrick.
More Bowman than Hendrick, but it's just the team he's on.
It's a 48 car. Ooh, a little bit blowing the bus stop there. That will not be permitted in a league environment, but right now, nobody else on track. Pretty harmless. Very wide through the carousel on exit. Down to the final braking points of the racetrack here at Watkins Glen. He might do a burnout here. Yep. We've never seen that before. We've seen burnouts when they've already, passed the line. They get the loading screen or whatever, the results screen, they do a burnout, but we've never seen one mid-race. This might be a little bit of gloating. Him and the 13 were going back and forth earlier. And he's just going to do a little bit of celebration over here. Hard in the inside wall. It's still doing burnouts. Gotta be careful though. You don't want to mess up the race car. It's still got to pass inspection. Finally, gets it going in the right direction. Is he gonna put us through some more burnouts here in front of the stands? I think he is.
Oh, Kluka's on. Let's see what he says.
48 crawling down the front stretch. Oh, he's trying to do one of those. He was trying to do one of those straight line burnouts, and it did not work. He is taking down the wall here. All right. Well, as that's going on, we're gonna hop out. We're going to congratulate Vibin on that win in this 1v1, winning both Las Vegas pretty commandingly, and then winning Watkins Glen in the same fashion. Look to have the fastest car at Phoenix as well, but that should do it here. I don't B1s, and Vibin will pick up his first win in these 1v1 showcase matches, and he'll go 1-0. So, Joker, any final thoughts on what you saw tonight, other than Phoenix?
I mean, not a shock with the result, but kind of shocking with the Phoenix incident, if I'm honest. But situation's handled, and we move on.
Definitely do move on, and I don't know. Are we gonna see you do a 1v1 here against Tiger, against Heredia? What are we looking for the rest of the night?
I like my undefeated streak, so I think I'm gonna try and keep it that way with not racing.
Ooh, all right. Well, I'm going to get to Johnson's car. I can't do alphabetical. There he is. Can't do my alphabet, but there's the 48 car. Congrats to VibinMarnzzz88YT. If he has a YouTube channel, go ahead and subscribe to him. And congrats to him on going 1-0. But that's going to do it here for this broadcast. For myself, Big Jim, and Joker, thank you for being up here in the booth with me. That's going to do it here from my channel. Take care, everybody.